Good morning. This is Jim Whitehead. How are you today? I hope you're doing well, staying safe. I'm good here. All right, today we're going to talk about the Tuatara. Now, this series has been where we're talking about reptiles, animals, etc., that have been around for millions of years and still are here today. So the Tuatara resembles a lizard in appearance, but it's unique in that it belongs to its own distinct order of reptiles known as, and I am totally going to destroy this word, Rhinchocephalia. Please forgive me. You know, it's like, what are you, 4 years old and you can't pronounce your words? Well, some of these are just words you don't use very often. So, Rhinchocephalia. All right, anyway, this ancient lineage dates back to the Mesozoic era during the age of dinosaurs. And, you know, most of us felt, in one aside that I didn't mention the other time, you know, the thought of why the dinosaurs basically died was in reference to a object from outer space that came into our atmosphere, didn't get burnt up by atmosphere, and was big, and in essence went into the ocean near South America. I think it's South America. But bottom line, it pushed so much everything into the atmosphere. Not only did you have where those that were close to where it hit the earth would send an unbelievable tsunami and probably rocks and, you know, stuff like that. But bottom line, it also put the planet into a, I guess you might say, mini cold age, you know, so that these animals just couldn't survive. So the thing that's interesting is that I've done about 2 or 3 animals that actually did survive, and they continue to survive to this day. Not the same ones, but, you know, they're from that time. So moving on here, the Tuatara is the only surviving member of this group, as all other species in the order went extinct around 60 million years ago. And even in today's world, these animals, or lizards, I should say, can live up to 100 years old. So, but that doesn't get anywhere near 60 million years. But bottom line, I guess they're pretty robust. They are often referred to as a living fossil because they have retained many primitive characteristics from their early ancestors. One notable feature is their third eye, or parietal eye, a light-sensitive structure on top of their heads, which is thought to help regulate their circadian rhythms and detect seasonal changes. That's very interesting. Through that functional as a visual organ, this third eye is a relic from the prehistoric ancestors. Unlike lizards, Tuataras have different skeletal and respiratory structures, and they reproduce more slowly. They grow at an incredibly slow rate. I wish I was that way, where I would live for 100 years, but we age. Anyway, at that slow rate, they can live for over 100 years and have a long lifespan, even compared to other reptiles. Tuataras have nocturnal and prefer cooler climates, which make them well adapted to New Zealand's temperate environment. Today, they are considered a vulnerable species with conservation efforts in place to protect them and protect the habitat loss and introduced predators. So anyway, that's it today. And let's look at a couple more pictures here. There, get your eye on you. We don't really see the issue of with the eye on the top of their head. And that's interesting that they use that to kind of figure out, time of year, temperature, et cetera, et cetera. That is pretty amazing. But anyway, I want to thank